You're listening to NXT Brand Stories, a daily podcast from National Exchange Talks. I'm your host, David, and every day we bring you powerful stories from the business world, from unexpected breakthroughs to defining moments that shape today's most influential companies. This show dives into the journeys, decisions, and turning points that drive real-world business across industries, markets, and leadership styles. It's not just about what happened, but how it unfolded. NXT Brand Stories is part of the NXT Network, which also includes NXT on Strategy, our deep dive series focused purely on business models, competitive moves, and strategic frameworks. But here, it's all about the story behind the business. Let's jump into today's episode. In 1976, in a small garage in Los Altos, California, two young guys, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, built a computer that didn't look like the others. No blinking lights, no confusing interfaces, just something everyday people could actually use. That first Apple I wasn't glamorous, but it marked the beginning of a revolution. Wozniak was the genius engineer, Jobs the visionary. Together, they believed technology didn't have to be cold or complex. It could be beautiful, intuitive, personal. That belief became Apple's North Star. In 1984, they launched the Macintosh, with an ad that aired once during the Super Bowl. Inspired by George Orwell's 1984, it wasn't about features, it was about rebellion. The message was clear. Apple wasn't just another tech company, it was different, daring, human. But success didn't come easy. By 1985, Jobs was forced out of his own company. Apple lost its way. Innovation slowed, competitors surged ahead. For over a decade, Apple drifted, until 1997, when Jobs returned. What followed was one of the greatest comebacks in business history. With Jobs back at the helm, Apple simplified everything. They slashed products, focused on design, and introduced the iMac, a computer that looked like it belonged in a museum, not a cubicle. People paid attention. Then came the iPod in 2001. 1,000 songs in your pocket. Not the first MP3 player, but the best one. Seamless, slick. Suddenly, Apple wasn't just for creatives, it was for everyone. In 2007, Jobs walked on stage and changed everything again. An iPod, a phone, an internet communicator. The iPhone wasn't just a product, it was a category-defining moment. It redefined how the world communicated, consumed media, and lived. But Apple's genius wasn't just in products, it was in the ecosystem. Everything worked together. Mac, iPhone, iPad, iCloud, each piece amplified the other. And they didn't just sell tech, they sold identity, simplicity, status. After Jobs passed in 2011, many feared the magic would fade. But Apple, under Tim Cook, shifted from breakthrough products to services, sustainability, and scale. It became the world's first trillion-dollar company, then two, then three. Yet Apple still carries the DNA of that garage. The obsession with detail, the belief that technology should serve humans, not the other way around. Whether it's a watch tracking your heartbeat or a chip making AI faster, Apple continues to shape the future, quietly, elegantly, relentlessly. It's not just about what Apple builds, it's about how it makes people feel, empowered, creative, connected. That's the real innovation. Thank you for tuning into today's episode of NXT Brand Stories, presented by National Exchange Talks. We hope the insights and experiences shared here inspire you and provide meaningful perspectives on the evolving world of business. If you found value in this episode, please consider subscribing and leaving a review on your preferred podcast platform. Your feedback and support are essential in helping us reach a broader audience and continue delivering compelling business narratives every day. For listeners interested in the analytical and strategic dimensions of business, we encourage you to explore our other podcast, NXT on Strategy, where we examine business models, competitive dynamics, and market trends in greater depth. We also welcome opportunities to partner with brands and organizations that align with our mission. If you are interested in sponsorship or brand promotion, please reach out to us at nxtandbrandstories@gmail.com. We look forward to exploring how we can collaborate to bring value to our audience and your brand. I'm David, and I appreciate you joining us on this journey. Until next time, continue to learn, innovate, and lead with purpose as you navigate the future of business.